So you go to get in your car and you want to fire it up, and you go to turn the key, and nothing. It's dead. Well, we got a dead battery, but something caused it. So we got to figure out what caused the dead battery so that we can get that issue fixed. Let's go ahead and get the battery charged up, and we'll go to the next step. Okay, so now we got the battery charged up. We got to figure out what caused the problem. So let's fire up the car. What happens when you go to turn the car off and it's still running? That's a problem. So there, we'll just kill it by putting it in gear and holding the brake, but that's a problem if you go to take the key out and it won't turn off. So it's probably one of two problems if that's your scenario. Either you've got a faulty ignition and the contacts inside there are such that it's, and when you check the key out, it's still contacting inside there and it's still allowing the car to run, or it could be your starter solenoid. Let's go check that out. Now on these Mustangs, normally it's sitting right here and you can get to it pretty easily, but when I rewired my whole car, I moved it back here into this corner. And this, where it's sitting down here, it's out of the way. I did it so that I could clean up the whole engine bay, but putting it back here just gonna make it interesting to get to. But I wanted to show you something. So this terminal right here, this is the I terminal. This right here supplies voltage to the coil in that scenario when you're turning the key to start the vehicle. When you turn the key to start the vehicle, it cuts voltage everywhere else, but we still want voltage to get to the coil. And that's what that terminal's doing. But if the starter solenoid is faulty on the inside, it can continue to leave that terminal open and allowing to be voltage there at all times, even when the car's off. Now we're just going to use this, just your standard multimeter here, and the key is out of the ignition, so we don't have anything powered right now, which is what we want. We just put on a good ground, and if we touch the I terminal and we see voltage, that means that this system has failed, and you're going to drain your battery over time. See, we're getting 11.5 volts. So that tells me that this is a bad starter solenoid. And if you were to go into a store or something like that, you can go in and do whatever you need to do and come out and your car's gonna be fine. You're not gonna drain it that fast, but you could leave it overnight or even over 2 days and you'll come out and the battery's gonna be dead and you're not gonna be able to go anywhere. So in my case, I just need to replace the starter solenoid. Now the unit that I have in here, this is just an aftermarket unit. I can tell by this brand. I think that might be a Napa brand or something like that. So I know this is not the original one that came with the car, and these things do go out over time, so it's not uncommon to have to replace these. And I'm just going to replace mine with just your standard Motorcraft. Here's the part number for those that need that. And this, again, it's just going to be the same thing that we already have in the car. We're just going to undo all the wiring that's on there. We've got the battery post, and this post goes to the starter. And then you've got your S and I terminal. So we'll just go ahead and take everything off the other one and put it on this one, and we should be good to go. You do want to make sure that you get the right wires back on the S and the I terminal. Obviously the battery wire and the starter wire will be a little easier to diagnose, but make sure you get the right ones back on here. And I'm going to go ahead and disconnect all this stuff and get this guy out of here. All right, so there's the old one. And this guy, you can't tell by looking at it that it's cooked, but it does look very, very similar to this one. So we're just going to go ahead and put everything back on here. All right, everything's nice and tight. Everything's in good place. Let's test those terminals. All right, we'll do the same thing we did before. Give ourselves a good ground. And then again, with the key off, we're going to touch the I terminal. All right, no voltage, good. Of course, nothing on the S terminal, nothing on the starter side, but on this side, that should be, yeah, we got our voltage from the battery, we're good there. But the important thing is there's nothing on this I terminal, and that was why we were having that problem and I was draining the battery. Cool. So I think we could give it another try. All right, here we go. Perfect, that's what we wanted. It's crazy that something like this can be such a big problem, but when you come out and your battery's dead, this is one of the things you can check, and it's an easy fix. Not only was this cheap, it was like 30 bucks or something like that, but you can also, you know, check it with a multimeter and see where you're at. Had it been the ignition, it's in a couple more steps, but we solved the problem today with finding out that the starter solenoid was bad, and so we got it replaced, and now I can get back on the road. Awesome. All right, guys, we'll see you in the next one.